Given your proposal topic, you have a defined organization in mind. How will you identify your stakeholders? Who has a stake in your area of concern? Leadership, frontline workers, customers, the community? Are there related issues of compliance or legal obligation? What questions can you ask to be certain you've identified the right groups? And how will you keep record to be certain you've identified a group of stakeholders who are representative of your whole population? Once you've identified your stakeholders, how, where, and when will you reach out to them? It's essential you create a plan for your outreach and you are as prepared as possible for stakeholder questions and skepticism. Now it's time to take a good, honest look in the mirror. Being an action researcher requires self-awareness, humility, and emotional intelligence in order to be able to view yourself as the stakeholders will view you. What elements of your personal approach, appearance, and demeanor might invite stakeholders to talk with you or might cause suspicion and a defensive reaction? Is it possible that this project might require a proxy to stand in for you? Here's an example. Later this term, you'll see an interview with an action researcher working on a project in Cameroon, Africa. The researcher works with a non-governmental organization in an effort to make certain that the native people in that country benefit from any economic growth, essentially to make sure the cash and progress gets to the people and not just the government. In this case, the researcher is a white American. Because he doesn't look like the villagers he works with, and because he isn't native to Cameroon, the villagers often mistrust him. In this situation, he engages a native Cameroonian who is educated on the issue to engage with the village and gain understanding of their wishes. While working in the community might be the part of the project the researcher enjoys the most, he understands that just taking off his tie isn't enough to gain the community's trust and engage the stakeholders. Thus, he must exhibit self-awareness and humility to allow the process to work and for the community's needs to be served. It's essential to plan for and move through your plan, remembering that you are not attempting to influence the stakeholders to meet your own agenda, but to execute the agenda of the stakeholders once it's agreed upon.